Kumler is from Kokomo, Indiana, 6'4" senior, 20 points, 4 rebounds a game. He is a transfer from Morehead State, where he started 15 games for the Division I program. He is now, of course, the Tiger of Olivet Nazarene, and he is our leading scorer. The other forward is Drew Neal from Bethany, Oklahoma, a 6'8" senior, getting 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. And rounding out the starting lineup for Olivet Nazarene is Zach Freeman from Mount Zion, Illinois, a 6'9" sophomore, getting 8 points and 8 rebounds a game. Olivet Nazarene, coached by Ralph Hodge, in his 21st year. He's a graduate of Olivet Nazarene University, 427 wins, 258 defeats. The Columbia Cougars are coached by Bob Burchard. Coach Burchard in his 12th season, 301 victories, 111 defeats. His team, 26-7. The starting lineup from Troy, Missouri, at the guard position, Ernie Swan, 6'2" senior, 7 points and 4 rebounds a game. The other guard, the only junior in the starting lineup, Jared Thompson from Mexico, Missouri, Mexico High School, 5'10" junior, 14 points and 2 rebounds a game. He's the Cougars' leading scorer. The forwards are Eric Hemmer from Chillicothe, Missouri, and Lawrence Thomas from Dallas, Texas. Hemmer is a 6'3" senior, 10 points, 3 rebounds a game. Thomas, a 6'5" senior, 11 points, 6 rebounds a game, and an honorable mention All-American of a year ago. And rounding out Burchard's starting lineup is Brandon Moore from Hazelwood East High School out of St. Louis, Missouri. Moore, 6'5", a senior, 13 points and 6 rebounds a game. As you can see, the Cougars again have to fight a size disadvantage, as the Tigers are big inside at 6'8", 6'9", and 6'4". The Cougars inside at 6'5", 6'3", and 6'5". But Columbia's been here before. They come in, they have won 4 in a row. Their last outing was a victory against McHenry on the 3rd of March, 72-61. Olivet Nazarene's last game was against St. Xavier, a 69-67 2-point victory. Olivet Nazarene has won 7 in a row. They have won 15 out of their last 16 games. Columbia has won 9 out of their last 11. Our officials are Rick Betzel, Doug Votava, and Skip Gill, as they will officiate this contest. A pretty good crowd on hand here at the Convention Center. This building is not nearly as large as the Reynolds Center on the campus of the University of Tulsa, so it doesn't take as many people to show up here in this building. It still is a building, though, it seats probably close to 5,000 people, and it should be very interesting as Columbia, the home team, breaks their huddle wearing their home whites, and Olivet Nazarene breaks their huddle wearing their road purples. As we're ready for this afternoon's tip-off. For the winner, they play at 10:45 Thursday. For the loser, it's a career for the seniors, and it's a season for the rest of the club. Set the jumping up, Zach Freeman against Lawrence Thomas. Cougars going from our right to the left. And I'm Tex Little. The ball is in the air. Tips controlled by Olivet Nazarene. With the ball, Neal, and Neal hands it off to Field. Field into the front court. Man-to-man defense by Columbia. Pass comes back out to Neal. Neal bounces it down low inside. Turnaround jumper out of the paint on the way. No good, missing the shot. Kumler. And the rebound cleared down by Brandon Moore. Here comes Columbia. Into the front court, Ernie Swan. Swan with behind the back dribble. Works to the left side. Gives the ball to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer, top of the key. Gives to Lawrence Thomas. Right side to Jared Thompson. Top of the key. Hemmer to Thompson on the right sideline. Beyond the arc from about 28. Short. Shot ran down in the corner by Field. And here come the Tigers of Nazareth of Olivet Nazarene. With the pass into the right corner is McCauley. McCauley cross court. His pass goes down low inside to Lee Kumler. Posted up, and Kumler, the 6'4" senior, fouled down low and called for the personal. For Columbia is Ernie Swan. As Swan picked up for the personal, and to the line goes Lee Kumler, an 86% free throw shooter. Kumler's first one on the way is good as he drained it. 1-0. Olivet Nazarene out in front as we are just underway. So we have cracked the seal on this one. Next free throw on the way from Kumler, and that is good. And it's 2-0. Full court pressure by Olivet Nazarene. Here come the Cougars with a break. Lead pass up the floor to Ernie Swan for the left-hand layup, and it's good. It spun around the rim on the inside before it fell in, and we're tied at 2. Full court pressure now by Columbia. Tyler Field on the dribble down the near sideline into the front court. Drives to the baseline, catches a pick, and lays it in. Tyler Field gives the Tigers the lead once again. 4-2 as we're underway. 1:04 gone first half. Swan into the front court. Cougars with a high post offense. To Lawrence Thomas, right wing. Right side now to Swan. Top of the key, Eric Hemmer penetrates, kicks it off Jared Thompson, fakes the three, stops. Back to Eric Hemmer for three off the left point. Good, and he's fouled. Eric Hemmer dialing long distance. And the Cougars take the lead for the first time, and the foul is charged. And picking up the personal foul for Olivet Nazarene is charged to Brian McCauley, his first. Free throw on the way from Eric Hemmer is short. Rebound falls to the floor. Brandon Moore's got it for Columbia. Moore with the board. Moore feeds down low to Lawrence Thomas. He spins into the paint. Drag shot up, no good. Got his own rebound. Put back up, and that's good. Lawrence Thomas with two, and the Cougars have taken a 7-4 lead on that trip down the floor. Into the front court field. Field guarded by Jared Thompson, top of the key. Bounces it off to the right side to Freeman. Freeman's pass deflected, batted around. Freeman runs it down near the timeline. Works it down low into the right corner to Neal, driving baseline. Jumper out of the paint, no good. Rebound wrestled far, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lee Kumler. And the Cougars get the basketball. 7-4 Columbia. A minute and 51 seconds gone in the first half. Ernie Swan and Columbia will slow the pace. Swan into the front court. Right side goes Jared Thompson on the sideline. Top of the key, Lawrence Thomas. Left side, Eric Hemmer. Hemmer holds it on the left wing. Now to Jared Thompson out top. Right side, Swan. Ernie Swan holds top of the right point. Swan now to Eric Hemmer. Pulls up the free throw line. Can't get a shot off. Lob now down low to Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore to Jared Thompson. To Eric Hemmer. To Brandon Moore. Jumper off the baseline. Nothing but the bottom of the net. As Brandon Moore drills it, he's got two, and the Cougars are off to a 9-4 5-point lead. Into the front court field. Field feeds it down low to Neal. Neal on the give and go. A whistle and a foul. And called for the personal is Columbia's Jared Thompson, I believe. And it'll be his first. They have two fouls on the board for Olivet Nazarene, but I believe they've only committed one. And Columbia in their half-court man leads 9-5. Inbounds pass. Ollie looped up to Drew Neal, and he slams it down with two hands. 9-6 as the Cougars got caught on an inside screen. Swan across the line. Left side, Jared Thompson. Now to Swan. A matchup zone by Olivet Nazarene. Jared Thompson on the left point to Swan. Right corner to Eric Hemmer. To Jared Thompson. Brandon Moore, left baseline jumper from 12. Good. Brandon Moore's got four. 11-6, Columbia by 5 as Coach Hodge paces the far sideline. Field into the front court, works to the left sideline with a left-hand dribble, picks it up, top of the key to Kumler. Kumler now works it to the right side to Cooley. McCauley down low, turnaround jumper on the way by Freeman, no good. Lawrence Thomas with the rebound, and on his back is Drew Neal. Thomas skied for the board, and I really like the rhythm that the Cougars are in right now. They lead at 11-6. And the foul is charged to Drew Neal. It'll be his first and the second personal on Olivet Nazarene. Swan into the front court, catches the pick, slides right down to the baseline. Reversal. Oh, no, he kicks it out to Jared Thompson. Three-pointer. Nothing but the net. Jared Thompson drains a three off the left wing. Columbia out to a 14-6 lead. They're up 8 here in the opening minutes. Field with it on the left sideline. High post, the pass goes to Neal. He lobs down low to Kumler. And Kumler fouled from behind. Olivet Nazarene doing a very fine job of making some back cuts to the basket. The Cougars will have to be aware as they've been fronting defensively. Called for the personal is Eric Hemmer, his first. Third team foul on Columbia. 14-6, Cougars lead it. And to the line goes Kumler. His free throw on the way good. And he has now got 3 points all from the stripe. Drew Grisella checks in for Columbia. Kenny Moore also for the Cougars. Now in for Olivet Nazarene, Hercules Moore. Moore checks in, coming out for Olivet Nazarene, Brian McCauley. And Lee Kubler back to the stripe, the 6'4 senior. Will try to get his club back within 6. Free throw on the way good, and he's 4-4 from the line. Full court pressure by Olivet Nazarene. Lawrence Thomas triggers it in to Drew Grisella in the backcourt. Drew Grisella gives to Jared Thompson, and here come the Cougars. Thompson into the front court. Bounces it to Brandon Moore on the high post right point. Bad pass from Moore, stolen by Freeman. He races the other way, and he'll flush it down with two hands. Zach Freeman with a two-handed stop, and it's 14-10. Cougars guilty of their first turnover in the game. Kenny Moore back the other way for Columbia. Kenny Moore drives down to the left baseline all the way to the hole, and he's fouled from behind. And they're calling this game fairly tight. Kenny Moore was fouled. They said the foul occurred on the floor. Called for the fouls, Hercules Moore, his first. Third team foul now on Olivet Nazarene. That was a matter of time before that happened. Kenny Moore now trying to inbound, does to Lawrence Thomas in the right corner. Back to Moore. He kicks it off to Brandon Moore. Jumper off the baseline from the left side. No good. Rebound trickles out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Hercules Moore, a 6'1 junior, couldn't hang on. And Columbia will inbound along the left baseline. Leading 14-10. They've led by 8. Kenny Moore slaps the ball offense into motion. And now an illegal pick set by Columbia. I think Brandon Moore's the guilty man. Cougars are stumbling here just a little bit. And the foul will be charged to Columbia's Lawrence Thomas. Thomas picks up the personal. Fourth team foul on Columbia. 15:46 to play, first half. Full court pressure, bounce pass comes in the Field. Tyler Field, the point guard, will work it up the floor against Kenny Moore. Field off to the right with a dribble. Kicks it out top to Hercules Moore. Moore feeds inside. Bank shot up and in. Getting open underneath was Drew Neal, and it's a two-point game. 14-12, and Olivet Nazarene back in it. Kenny Moore across the timeline with a left-hand dribble. Works to the right. Has it on the right wing. Bounces it to Brandon Moore. Top of the key. Left side now to Armeek Estes for Columbia. Estes, top of the key. Grisella. Right side, Kenny Moore. Moore holds it over his head. Sam Tertierski, top of the key. Tertierski to Grisella along the left baseline. Now to Brandon Moore, sliding into the paint, running one-hander, good. And Brandon Moore's got 6 here in the opening half, and the Cougars lead 16-12. Into the front court, Field. Field across the timeline, works right. Has it on the right wing, guarded by Moore. Top of the key, Freeman. Freeman feeds down low inside to Kumler. Bank shot up and in. Lee Kumler with his first field goal. He's got 6. And the Cougars have got to stop the inside attack of Olivet Nazarene. Into the front court, Kenny Moore. Left-hand dribble, left sideline, beyond the arc. Bounces it out top, gives it to Grisella. Right side, Armeek Estes. Estes with it. Top of the key, Brandon Moore. Left side now, it goes to Kenny Moore on the left wing. Moore looking for something inside. Nothing really happening there. Moore trying to drive on Hercules Moore. Behind the back pass, intercepted by Freeman, who's very quick. Turnover number 2 for Columbia. Back the other way, Field. He feeds down low inside. Shot put up, blocked by Sam Tertierski. It was put up by Neal. Recovery made by Kenny Moore. His bounce pass is banged off the backboard and goes out of bounds, and the Cougars will get it back. Big play by Sam Tertierski, the Slovakian, to block the shot of Mr. Neal. And a timeout is, well, there's just a timeout here at courtside as some substitutes will jump into the lineup. Brian McCulley back into the game for Olivet Nazarene. And now Jason Wright in for Columbia. Inbounds pass comes in to Kenny Moore. Jumper off the baseline, no good. Weak side rebound pulled down by Kumler. And the ball knocked away. And it will belong to Olivet Nazarene. Cougars lead by 2, 16-14. 14:02 to play first half. Zach Freeman from Mount Zion, Illinois, triggers it in. Gets the ball into McCauley. McCauley now leaves it in the backcourt for Kenny Miller out of North Pole, Alaska. Kenny Miller into the front court. Works to the right side to Freeman. Freeman beyond the arc, top of the key. His pass goes to Mulligan. Down low inside Freeman. He blew the layup from point blank. Rebound ricochets out to Drew Grisella. And here comes Columbia leading by 2 with the ball. Kenny Moore walks it to midcourt. Across the timeline. Gets a pick from Jason Wright. Drives down to the left baseline. To the rack. Double teamed. And a charging foul on Kenny Moore. Where'd that come from? Kenny Moore had a wide open path to the basket, and somebody jumped in front of him, and they charged Kenny Moore with the foul. Foul on Moore's his first. That's the 15th foul on Columbia. 16-14. Cougars lead by 2 against Olivet Nazarene out of Illinois. Inbounds pass comes in to Miller. Miller works against Kenny Moore down the left sideline. Miller with it on the left point, at the left hash mark now. He lobs it down low inside to Freeman. Freeman was out of position, couldn't do anything with the ball, and was falling out of bounds and threw it right to Columbia. Cougars get it on the turnover. Moore with it, top of the key. Moore between the rings, right side Armeek Estes. Estes on the far sideline, now to Jason Wright on the high post. Wright works left side, Drew Grisella. Grisella beyond the arc to Estes. Estes fakes the three, gives the ball to Moore. Down low to Wright, and Jason Wright's popped from behind by Zach Freeman. And the 6'9 sophomore Freeman, who's very agile, picks up the personal. The foul on Freeman will be his first. And that's a 14 foul now on the Tigers of Olivet Nazarene. Estes out of the game. Kenny Moore out of the game. Swan in for Columbia, as is Eric Hemmer. Cougars trying to get it inbound and has to throw it all the way back into the backcourt, where Grisella hauls it in and will set it up. Grisella works to Tatirski on the high post, and Grisella on the right wing. Grisella to Tatirski, left side Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with it beyond the arc to Jason Wright. Wright works right, slides into the paint, kicks it out to Tatirski on the right baseline. Jumpers an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Field. Field for Olivet Nazarene pushes it into the front court. Top of the key to Neal. Neal now finds the slasher coming through in Mulligan. Mulligan to Neal, jumper on the way short. Rebound falls to the floor. Eric Hemmer's got it, and here come the Cougars. Hemmer down the left sideline, has it on the left wing. Top of the key, Swan. Left corner, Grisella. Driving left baseline to the rack, running one-hander, no good. Got his own rebound. Put back good by Drew Grisella. Grisella was persistent. Cougars lead 18-14. On the right wing, McCauley. McCauley tied up, gives the Field right in front of us here on the right hash mark. Field now with it out on the right point. Works to McCauley. McCauley beyond the arc. McCauley holds the ball, guarded by Eric Hemmer. McCauley now kicks it out to Mulligan. Mulligan with it on the right point. Now to Field, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Field gives the ball to Kumler, and Kumler fouled from inside. And picking up this personal for Columbia, Drew Grisella, it'll be his first. That's a 16th foul already on Columbia. 11 minutes, 45 seconds to play first half. They have distributed the fouls equally. No one really in serious foul trouble, but 16 fouls already. Inbounds pass comes in the Field. Tyler Field with the dribble out top, working on Jared Thompson back in the lineup. Thompson now gives the ball to Moore. Inside, turnaround, semi-hooker from Zach Freeman, good off the glass. And it's 18-16, Columbia by 2. Into the front court, Ernie Swan. Swan with the right-hand dribble to the right hash mark, with it on the right wing. Top of the key, Jason Wright. Wright catches a pick, has the ball tied up momentarily, gets it free to Swan. Swan with it on the right wing. Swan in the right corner to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer brings it out to the right wing, now to Ernie Swan. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Swan double-teamed, and they called him for walking. Ernie was not getting the help he needed on the perimeter, and the Cougars turn it over again. I have them for 3 turnovers. That is unofficial. It's also a little uncharacteristic. That was somewhat of an unforced turnover. 18-16, first round action of the NAIA National Tournament. Cougars by 2 against Olivet Nazarene. On the dribble is Field. Field into the front court. Leaves it out top for Freeman, who steps out for a 3. Misses the shot. Rebound tipped up. No good. Next rebound, Ernie Swan for Columbia. Swan battling Hercules Moore across the timeline to Jared Thompson on the left wing. Thompson out top to Lawrence Thomas. Right side now to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with a pass over to Jared Thompson. He pulls up from 10. Jumper on the way, no good. And the rebound cleared down by Olivet Nazarene's Drew Neal. Neal gives to Field. Field in the front court with a left-hand dribble to the left wing. Top of the key, Freeman. Freeman lobs it inside, threw it away. He threw it right to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer into the front court. Hemmer with it on the left sideline. Man-to-man defense now by Olivet Nazarene. Top of the key, Jared Thompson. Right side to Swan. Swan with it on the right wing. Top of the key, Brandon Moore. Derek Hemmer. Great feed inside. Lawrence Thomas for the bank shot. Lawrence Thomas, the beneficiary. Hemmer with an assist. 20-16, Cougars by 4. 10 minutes to play opening half. Into the front court, Field. His bounce pass kicked by Jared Thompson. And Olivet Nazarene will get a fresh shot clock. And into the game is Jason Mulligan for Olivet Nazarene. And Hercules Moore goes out. Also into the game is Andy Roberts checking in for the first time. With the ball on the right side, Kumler. Kumler to Field. Field gets a pick. Field drives, and his pass, throw it out of bounds. He tried to get it to Kumler, and Kumler broke to the wing instead of the baseline. Turnover number 3 charged to Olivet Nazarene. 20-16. Cougars by 4. They've led by 8 in the early going. Ernie Swan marches it into the front court with the dribble, right sideline. Swan with it there. Circles back around on the right point. He gets the ball out top to Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore to Lawrence Thomas, one-on-one with Freeman. Thomas drives, double team now. Back out to Brandon Moore, and he penetrates. And it's double dribble call, charge to Brandon Moore. And where that came from, I don't know. I thought Moore caught it, but apparently bounced it to catch it. And then he picked it up and then dribbled it again. Turnover, Columbia, they're fourth. Into the front court, Freeman. Freeman with it. His pass deflected, but he gets it back. Out top now to Mulligan. Right wing field. Lob inside to Freeman on the cut. Bank shot good on the turnaround jumper. Freeman's got 6, and it's 20-18. Olivet Nazarene trailing Columbia by 2. Swan into the front court. Ernie Swan works it to the high post to Lawrence Thomas to Swan on the left wing. Swan top of the key, Eric Hemmer. Right wing, Jared Thompson for 3 from 28. In and out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Freeman. And the Cougars will get the basketball with a fresh shot clock. 8:54 to play first half as Columbia leads by 2, 20-18. And Zach Freeman will get a breather as he takes a seat. And into the game has Ben Lanigan out. Inbounds pass comes in to Jared Thompson for Columbia. Left side, Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with it on the left wing, top of the key, Brandon Moore. Right side, Swan, down low to Lawrence Thomas on the left baseline. Thomas tied up back to Swan. Jared Thompson fakes the 3, feeds Brandon Moore, left baseline, out top to Eric Hemmer for 3. That's short. Rebound momentarily was pulled down by Jared Thompson, and then it was ricocheted around down around the floor, and Drew Neal picks it up for Olivet Nazarene. Neal gets the ball to Field. Field with it, left side. His pass to Mulligan. Mulligan out to the right wing where it goes to Roberts. Roberts down low inside to Neal. Neal kicks it back out the field. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Brandon Moore, Columbia. Brandon Moore with the rebound, and the Cougars lead by 2, 20-18. Sideline pass to Jared Thompson on the right wing. Now top of the key, Brandon Moore for Columbia. Left side to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with it on the perimeter to Jared Thompson for 3 from 21. That's good. Jared Thompson with his second 3, and the Cougars lead by a score of 23-18. In the front court, Tyler Field. Neither club shooting well from the perimeter at the moment. Field bounces the ball to Kumler. Kumler out top, Roberts. Turnaround jumper from 3, good. Andy Roberts, a 49% three-point shooter on the year, drains it from the top. 23-21. I knew as soon as I said that we were in trouble. Into the front court, Swan. Swan works to the right wing. Ernie Swan with it on the wing, circles down to the corner, now back out to the wing. Eric Hemmer at the top, lost the ball, and he threw it away. It's picked out of there by Kumler. Kumler has it batted away, gets it back and lays it in. Kumler's got 8. We got a timeout. We have a tied game. 23 all. As a Cougar 8-point lead is dissipated. Timeout, Columbia. More Cougar basketball in a minute. I don't feel like we're playing with a lot of intensity. You got to dive in there and jack that ball out of there. I don't think we're playing a physical enough game. I think we got to bang them around inside a little bit. But they'll drain the free throws. You know that. 75% free throw shooting team. That's pretty good as a team. We have played a total of 12 minutes and 50 seconds in the first half of first round action from the national tournament here at the Convention Center in downtown Tulsa. Cougars tied with Olivet Nazarene. Columbia College led at 1 point by 8 points. Olivet Nazarene's been fighting an uphill struggle throughout, and they've just tied the game, and Bob Bircher called a timeout as Kenny Moore brings the ball to midcourt. Moore across the timeline. Olivet Nazarene playing a half-court man-to-man. Moore with it on the left side. Now he draws a double team. Kenny Moore with it on the left wing to Ernie Swan. Right side now goes to Jared Thompson. Thompson with it on the right sideline to Tatirski. Left side, Kenny Moore beyond the perimeter of the defense. Moore looking inside to Lawrence Thomas. Right side, Jared Thompson. Cougars slowing the tempo here a bit. Now to Swan. Swan penetrates, head fake, jump shot on the way, no good. And the rebound cleared down by Drew Neal. Neal with the board for Olivet Nazarene. They push it up the floor to Freeman. Freeman back out top to Neal. And whistling a foul inside. And picking up the personal is Ernie Swan. A mismatch down low as Swan was trying to defend a much taller player. And he got caught hanging on. Swan's got 2 persons. And that is a 17th foul on Columbia. Olivet Nazarene called for 4. Cougars really hit with quite a few fouls already in this game, considering it hasn't necessarily been that physical. In this first half, Olivet Nazarene shooting 53% from the field, 25% from the three-point arc. The free throw on the way, no good from Kumler. Rebound knocked out of bounds, last touched by Olivet Nazarene. Meanwhile, Columbia shooting 50% from the field, 43% from the three-point arc. I guess they've been shooting a little better than I thought from the arc. With it on the left side, Jared Thompson. Thompson, top of the key, Kenny Moore. Right side, Drew Grisella. Grisella to Moore. Left side, Jared Thompson to Kenny Moore out top. Kenny Moore to Jared Thompson on the left point to Grisella to Jared Thompson. Kenny Moore now trying to penetrate. Feeds inside, Lawrence Thomas running one-hander, no good. Got his own rebound. The putback, no good. Next rebound, batted out of there by Kenny Moore to Drew Grisella. To Jared Thompson, his shot blocked, but the recovery made by Lawrence Thomas, his shot blocked. And the recovery pulled down by Brian McCulley. Olivet Nazarene charges into the front court. With it on the far sideline, Kenny Miller. Miller now gives the basketball to Carr. Rather not Carr, but to McCauley. McCauley to Freeman on the right sideline. Freeman feeds down low on the right block. Turnaround shot by Kumler, no good. And the rebound ripped out of there by Sam Tutirski of Columbia. 23-23. We are tied with 5:27 to play first half. Into the front court, Kenny Moore. Moore with it for the Cougars. Gets a pick from Lawrence Thomas. Not a very good one. Moore drives to the baseline. Baseball pass into the right corner. Jared Thompson. Thompson tied up along the right baseline. Out top, Grisella. Jared Thompson with it. He threw it away, but Thompson gets it back after the ball was batted back out on the perimeter. To Sam Tutirski to Thompson. Thompson holds there from 28. In and out, no good. And the rebound cleared down by Freeman of Olivet Nazarene. Lob pass up the floor. Gets it inside after it's touched. Kumler turnaround scoop shot up, in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Cougars. Columbia struggling offensively right now. We're tied at 23. Kenny Moore with it on the right sideline. Moore with it on the right hash mark. Top of the key, Tutirski. Left side, Drew Grisella. Grisella to Lawrence Thomas. Thomas almost walked and then almost threw it away. Jared Thompson hauls it in. The ball to Tutirski. Kenny Moore to Drew Grisella. Turnaround jumper from Grisella, good. And Drew's got 4. And the Cougars have the lead, 25-23. And a timeout called. 22nd timeout by Olivet Nazarene. More Cougar basketball in a half a minute. We look unsure of ourselves. They can defend real well. It's like they know where we're going all the time. We got a good one. 4:18 to play in the first half. 25-23. Columbia by 2. Olivet Nazarene with the basketball. First round action of the national tournament here in Tulsa. And Tyler Field brings the ball across the timeline for the Tigers. He bounces it to the high post to Mulligan. Mulligan to the right wing with his pass to Roberts. Roberts back to Field. Field now out top to Mulligan with Tutirski all over him. Mulligan to Field. Tyler Field catches a pick, slides off to the left. Back out top to Freeman. Right wing the pass goes to Roberts. Roberts now to Freeman, top of the key, 25 feet out. Now the pass goes to the left side with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Neal for 3, fires and drills it. Brian McCulley. Brian McCulley with a 3. And a 1-point lead once again for Olivet Nazarene. 26-25. Cougars back the other way. Drew Grisella with it on the left wing. High post Tutirski. Right side Meek Estes. Estes with it on the far sideline. Gives the ball to Grisella. Left side Kenny Moore. Moore to Brandon Moore to Armik Estes from 28. That's no good, but he's fouled on the shot by Brian McCulley. And Armik Estes will shoot 3 free throws. The foul on McCulley is his second, and that is the 15th foul on Olivet Nazarene. Olivet Nazarene has played very well defensively and have not committed very many fouls. And to the free throw line goes the junior Armik Estes, a 76% free throw shooter, and he'll get to shoot 3. And the first one on the way is good, and we're tied at 26. As Armik Estes drains the first one for his first point at the national tournament. And the next free throw from the former Melville Panther on the way is good. He's got a pair, and the Cougars have regained the lead, 27-26. Sam Turchirski out, Jason Wright back in. Coach Burchard has gone to his bench. We haven't seen Jeff Walter or Justin Keene yet in this game. But other than those two, we've seen almost everyone. Next free throw on the way. Good. As Armik Estes drained all 3. And here come the Olivet Nazarene University Tigers. On the dribble, Kenny Moore. Moore across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Top of the key. It goes to Mulligan. Mulligan back the field. And a whistle away from the ball. And this is a violation going against Olivet Nazarene. 3 seconds in the lane against the Tigers. And the Cougars have a chance to open up a bigger lead with 3:11 to play first half. I'd like to remind you, Cougar action all year on ESPN Radio 1580 KTGR has been brought to you by Southwestern Bell Wireless. In a world of technology, Southwestern Wireless has the edge. With it on the right wing, Kenny Moore, and he kicks the ball out of bounds. Kenny has not been in sync in this game. I don't know if the floor is bothering him or what, but Moore guilty of the turnover, and I have the Cougars for 5 here at this juncture. And that could be their 8th turnover already in the game, according to the official statistics. And now on the dribble is Field. Field across the timeline. Field works to the right point. Field with it beyond the arc at the right hash mark. Kicks it out to Moore, and he threw it away. Armik Estes with the steal. Estes gives the ball to Grisella for the left-hand layup. Count it. Drew Grisella has 6, and the Cougars have opened up a 4-point lead, 30-26, and that doesn't seem right. It should be 31, shouldn't it? With it on the left side. That's correct. 30-26 is the right score. With it on the left side is Hercules Moore. Hercules Moore circles around on the right elbow, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped up, no good. Next rebound fought for, and a whistle and a foul. And a whistle on Hercules Moore. He's called for the personal. Hercules Moore picks up his second personal, 6th team foul. Columbia with 2:18 to play first half. Windbound in the backcourt. Olivet Nazarene had an opportunity there to get the putback, but a couple of tips attempts wouldn't go down. Cougars have a chance to open up a bigger lead. 30-26, Cougars by 4. Into the front court, Moore gives to Grisella on the left wing. Drew Grisella to Jason Wright at the top of the key. The redshirt freshman now gives the ball to Estes. Armik Estes drives down to the right baseline, and a charging foul. An unbelievable call on the far sideline by the official. Armik Estes driving, really had the defender step for step with him on the side, and he's called for the player control foul. Estes with the first one. Maybe it looked different on the other side. 30-26, Cougars by 4. Here come the Tigers. Now whistling a foul away from the ball, and this is against Olivet Nazarene, and I believe it's on Kumler. I believe Kumler picks up the personal, and that will be his first. And the 7th team foul on Olivet Nazarene. 30-26. At times you get the feeling that the attrition already of the first half is starting to show on Olivet Nazarene. As Drew Grisella goes to the line, but just when you think Columbia's starting to get things to go their way, things don't. Shot up by Grisella, no good. Rebound tipped up by Brandon Moore, no good. Jason Wright with a putback. Jason Wright gives the Cougars a 6-point lead. With it on the right side, Field. Field into the right corner to Kumler. He has it knocked away, gets it back, feeds it inside. Pass broken up, loose. They scramble for the loose ball, and Brandon Moore comes out of there with it for Columbia. A big steal by the Cougars with 1.5 minutes to go first half. With it on the left side, Grisella for 3. Short. And the rebound fought for, cleared down by Kumler. Kumler for Olivet Nazarene with a board. He gives it to Tyler Field. Field with it in the front court. And now foul away from the ball, and I believe this is on Kumler. Or is it a double foul? As Kumler has complained that he's being bottled up inside. Well, that's the idea of the Cougar defense. It is a double foul, and I believe Drew Grisella will be the other guilty party, but Kumler will be ticketed for his second. And Drew Grisella is ticketed as well for his second personal. That is the 19th foul against Columbia, and all of a sudden the 18th foul against Olivet Nazarene with 1:15 to play. Olivet Nazarene takes Kumler out of the game with 1:15 to play first half. Field to trigger in. Field looking inside, can't find anyone. Top of the key, Freeman, who fakes the three. Left side now to Field. Field with it on the far sideline. Out top to McCulley. Three-pointer on the way, good, and he's hit 2 in a row. He's a 42% three-point shooter, and it's a three-point Cougar lead with 1:02 to play in the first half. 32-29. Armik Estes with it. Top of the key, Brandon Moore, right side. Eric Hemmer to Moore to Estes on the left wing. To Moore, top of the key, right side. Hemmer to Brandon Moore to Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore to Hemmer. Hemmer penetrates, kicks it out to Kenny Moore. He'll drive. He kicks it out to Estes. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound wrestled far. And Jason Wright ties it up. And in the process, he throws a couple Olivet Nazarene Tigers to the ground like they were ragdolls. 32-29, alternating possession arrow favors Columbia with 36 seconds to play. And they said the Cougars had possession, so there's not going to get a new shot clock. 33 seconds on the shot clock. Differential of 3 seconds. A bounce pass comes in Eric Hemmer. Top of the key, Jared Thompson. Cougars by 3, 32-29 here. Closing seconds of the first half. Kenny Moore with it at the left mark. Hash mark now gives the ball to Jared Thompson. Thompson with it on the left wing. Thompson, top of the key, Kenny Moore. 19 seconds to play. Cougars will milk the clock down. Differential of about 2.5 seconds. Moore with the dribble on the left wing. Drives to the baseline, pulls up from 10. Jumper, splash, nothing but the net from Kenny Moore. He's got 2, 34-29, and racing up the floor is Field. Feeds underneath Freeman. Bank shot up, no good. No whistle and a foul on Brandon Moore. Cougars did not get the defense they wanted in the last couple of seconds of this half. And that will send Zach Freeman, a 75% free throw shooter, to the strike. The foul on Brandon Moore is his first. That's the 10th team foul. Still relevant. Freeman was shooting when he was fouled. He'll get 2 automatically. 34-29. Cougars by 4. Free throw on the way. Good. And it's a 34-30 Cougar lead as they now lead by 4. Olivet Nazarene from the free throw line. It's 5 of 6. Columbia 3 of 4 unofficially. Not many free throws shot here at the national tournament. Freeman's next free throw in and out and in. He got it to fall. He's got 8. And the Cougars will inbound to kill the clock. And it's intermission here at the national tournament. And at the break, Columbia leads by 3 against Back at the Convention Center in downtown Tulsa, the Cougars lead Olivet Nazarene 34-31 as we get set for the second half. In the first half, Columbia shot 47% from the field, 30% from the three-point arc, 60% from the line. Olivet Nazarene shot 50% from the field, 50% from the three-point arc, and 86% from the free throw line. Top scorer in the first half, Zach Freeman with 8 points for Olivet Nazarene. Top scorer for Columbia in the first half, Jared Thompson with 6 points for Brandon Moore, and Drew Grisella with 6 points. Field with the dribble into the front court for Olivet Nazarene. Cougars in half-court man-to-man. Bounce pass right side to McCulley. Three-point shot on the way is in, and this game is tied. And Brian McCulley has got 9, and we're tied at 34. Into the front court, Columbia pushes the ball. Jared Thompson, top of the key. Lawrence Thomas, left side to Hemmer. Hemmer now to Jared Thompson. He makes a bad pass, stolen with the steal, Kumler. Kumler's pass deflected. He got it back. Then he has it stripped away. Went off of Kumler's leg and out of bounds. A great play by Ernie Swan. That turnover for Columbia was their 10th of the game. And the turnover for Olivet Nazarene was their 8th of the game. Back the other way comes Columbia. Swan with it on the left wing. He gets it out top to Brandon Moore. Right side, Jared Thompson. Fakes left, goes right. Can't get a shot off. Now to Hammer to Jared Thompson on the right wing. Thompson gives to Brandon Moore. Moore with it at the left elbow. Feeds down low Lawrence Thomas. Turnaround, drop step jumper. In and out, no good. And the rebound is cleared down by Kumler. Kumler with the board. Here comes Olivet Nazarene into the front court field. Field with it on the left point. Guarded there by Jared Thompson. Kicks the ball out to McCauley. McCauley tied up. Feeds Kumler. Turnaround jumper partially blocked. Rebound wrestled far loose on the floor. They scramble for it. And out of there with it is Kumler. Kumler to Field. Down low. Shot put up and blocked. And the shot was put up by Drew Neal, and it was blocked by Lawrence Thomas on the side. Thomas called for the foul. They're going to let him mix it up, it looks like, here a little bit now in the second half. First foul in the second half. And to the free throw line goes Drew Neal, an 81% free throw shooter. And the opening moments of the first half, or rather second half, belong to Olivet Nazarene. 34 all. Free throw on the way from Drew is good, as Drew Neal drains the first one. Cougars trail for the first time in the second half. They've trailed by as many as 2. They've led by as many as 8. Neal's free throw on the way is good. And they trail by 2 here in the second half. Been outscored 5-0. Inbounds pass comes into Swan, and here come the Cougars. They trail by a score 36-34. Swan with it. Right side, Jared Thompson. Thompson with it on the right hash mark. Top of the key, Brandon Moore to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with it on the left wing. Hemmer with the dribble there. Man-to-man defense by Olivet Nazarene. Hemmer gives the ball to Swan. Swan had to really come and get the pass. Swan works the ball to Jared Thompson on the perimeter. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson penetrates, puts the shot up out of the paint. Good. Jared Thompson with a one-hand push shot, and we're tied at 36. Into the front court, the Tigers. Field with the top of the key to Freeman. Freeman holds there, leaves the ball for Kumler. And Kumler gives the ball now to McCauley. McCauley guarded by Ernie Swan, has it knocked away, gets it back, drives baseline, head fake, shot up, bank shot, good. Ryan McCauley's got 11. And it's 38-36, and Burchard's not happy. Bob Burchard's hot, and he wants a timeout. More Cougar basketball in a half a minute. This team seems like they're not affected by a shot blocked or whatever. They never quit. They, just keep coming right at you. (38-36). Olivet Nazarene out of Illinois leading the Columbia Cougars out of Missouri. Columbia gets the ball up the floor to Eric Emery, pulls up, baseline jump shot, no good, and a rebound Kumler. Kumler outlets the ball to Field. Field down the far sideline. Field with it on the right point. Field works to the right with a right-hand dribble, guarded by Jared Thompson. Field now lobs the ball out top to McCauley. McCauley's pass is deflected out of bounds as Kumler was tied up inside. Last touch by Olivet Nazarene, and the Cougars get it on the turnover. Turnover number 9 charged to the Tigers. Columbia down 2, 38-36, 17-15 to play in the game. Kenny Moore into the front court, gets a pick from Lawrence Thomas. Moore double teamed, threw it away. He threw the ball right to Kumler. Kumler's shot stripped away by Eric Hemmer, and Hemmer called for the foul. Columbia has just been making some lackadaisical passes in the second half. They've turned it over now 11 times. And Olivet Nazarene has done a great job of anticipating. And the foul charged to Eric Hemmer is his second foul on Columbia in the second half. And to the free throw line goes Kumler. He is 4 of 5. His free throw on the way, in and out, no good. Kumler with 8 points at the break to lead Olivet Nazarene. Next free throw on the way is good. After missing 2 in a row, he drains one. He's got 9. And Columbia trails now by their biggest deficit of the game, 3, 39-36. Jared Thompson to Moore. Kenny Moore to Eric Hemmer, to Kenny Moore to Jared Thompson. Thompson to Kenny Moore to Eric Hemmer, left wing, three-pointer from 21. No good. Rebound, Lawrence Thomas. His putback, good. Lawrence Thomas banged it in. He's got 6. 39-38, Columbia down 1. Into the front court field. Field slides off to the left. Gets it out top to Freeman. Right side the pass goes to Neal. Neal now right wing. With it on the right wing, McCulley. McCulley bounces it to Field. Field with it on the left wing. Field holding it there. Cougars in a man-to-man. Field with it in the left corner. Tied up. Kicks it out to Freeman. Three-pointer. In and out. No good. Rebound Lawrence Thomas of Columbia. Good defensive stand by the Cougars. They don't mind watching Freeman shoot the three. At 6'9", he can't rebound out there 20 feet away. With it on the right wing, Jared Thompson. Thompson lobs it down low, Lawrence Thomas, and a whistle and a foul, and this is going to be charged to Drew Neal. As Lawrence Thomas did a good job of getting position underneath. Foul on Neal's his first foul on Olivet Nazarene in the second half. Columbia will inbound along the right baseline with a brand new shot clock. Kenny Moore to trigger in, about 10 feet out. He gets it into Brandon Moore. Brandon Moore fires a jumper, no good. He had an open shot, put it on the floor once, and then moved in and got into heavy traffic and then could knock down the shot. Into the front court, Field. Field with it on the left wing. Into the right corner goes to Kumler. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Lawrence Thomas. Lawrence Thomas could take over this game if the old Lawrence Thomas shows up. Kenny Moore into the front court. Moore across the timeline. Lawrence Thomas high post. Thomas to Grisella on the far sideline. Drew Grisella drives to the left corner. Double team there. Grisella bounces it back out to Lawrence Thomas at the left hash mark. Thomas now to Drew Grisella. Grisella looking inside to Lawrence Thomas. Not much movement away from the ball for Columbia. Jared Thompson driving baseline, and he's hand checked, and a whistle and the foul charged to Olivet Nazarene. Called for the foul is Brian McCulley. It'll be his third personal. And that's a second team foul now on Olivet Nazarene here in the second half. Kenny Moore to trigger in. Bounces it to Jared Thompson. Three-pointer, right point, no good. Brandon Moore with the rebound. His outlet pass out to Grisella. Grisella with it on the left wing. Bounces it to Brandon Moore in the left corner to Grisella on the left wing. Top of the key, Lawrence Thomas penetrates into the paint. Dishes it off Brandon Moore. Double team. His bank shot no good. Rebound falls to the floor. And now the loose ball on the floor. They scramble for it, and a foul, I believe, on Field. Field called for the foul, running over Kenny Moore, and Kenny Moore made that play happen. Olivet Nazarene had the rebound. Kenny Moore was able to knock it free. And the foul charge to Field. It'll be his first. And the third team foul on the Tigers in the second half. 39-38. 4 minutes and 57 seconds gone in the first half. Kenny Moore inbounds. Brandon Moore, jumper baseline, left side, no good. Rebound Freeman. Brandon Moore can't throw it in the ocean right now. Here come the Tigers. Bounce pass left corner. Three-pointer from Kumler. No good. Rebound Lawrence Thomas above the crowd. And here comes Columbia. Kenny Moore will bring it up the floor. Moore telling Lawrence Thomas to get down low, post up. Kenny Moore with the dribble to the right wing. To Lawrence Thomas, high post. Down low to Jared Thompson. Head fake. Bank shot. No good. And a whistle and a foul. Tell you what, Jared Thompson might just be at 5'10", but he's not afraid to take it inside. And the whistle and the foul is charged to Olivet Nazarene. And picking up the foul is Lee Kumler with his third personal, and that's big. That's a fourth team foul. Jared Thompson to the line. He has a chance to tie the game. And Jared's free throw on the way is good. Thompson has 9. Jared Thompson, 75% free throw shooter on the season. He's a transfer from Moberly Area Community College. There's a few good ones that have transferred out of there. Not only to Columbia, but to some other places. We are tied at 39, and Jared Thompson will try to break the deadlock. Free throw on the way. Good. Jared got them both. He's got 10. Cougars by 1. 40 to 39. 40-39, 14 and a half minutes play. Half-court trap defense now by Columbia. With it on the right side, Hercules Moore. Top of the key, Field. Skip pass to Moore on the right side. Out top, Field. Field holds it there. Field's pass deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Freeman. Another good play by Lawrence Thomas. And Columbia gets it. Their half-court trap defense forces the turnover. 40-39. Bob Burchett, the 12th-year head coach of the Cougars, talked about using that half-court trap in a pregame show, but we didn't really see it in the first half. 40-39, Columbia by 1. Kenny Moore into the front court. Moore with a closed fist, fakes right, goes left to Drew Grisella, and they said he walked with the ball. Kenny Moore with a turnover. Cougars spitting and sputtering here with 6 minutes gone in the second half. We have a 40-39 game, Columbia by 1. Field into the front court. Field with it on the left point. Cougars now in a different looking zone. With it in the right corner, Neal. And he works the ball out top. Neal to Field. Right side, three-point shot on the way. Air ball, rebound, Freeman, put back good. Zach Freeman slid right in there and just laid it in. Missing the three-pointer was Andy Roberts. It was an air ball, and it's a 1-point lead for Olivet Nazarene. Kenny Moore with it, free throw line extended left side. Top of the key, Grisella, right side to Jared Thompson. Thompson fakes, drives, kicks it out to Lawrence Thomas. He fakes the shot, almost walked. Lawrence Thomas now to Jared Thompson. Thompson with it on the right side. Top of the key, Grisella. Left side the pass goes to Kenny Moore. Now to Tertierski. Right side to Jared Thompson. Three-pointer. Good! Jared Thompson with a three. He's got 13. Columbia by 2 here in the second half. 43-41. With it on the far sideline. Tied up is Roberts, and he had to call a timeout. Roberts was hemmed in as the double team went in effect. And a timeout by Olivet Nazarene. More Cougar basketball in half a minute. This is a pretty good game.
When I get nervous, I'll do this. I'm going to have to go get a manicure.
I'm starting to feel a little better. Yeah. You know what? I'm wondering if we ought to try to. (43-41), Columbia leads by 2 here in first round action of the national tournament. We're in the convention center in downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. Freeman that triggered in for Olivet Nazarene. He leaves it for Field, top of the key. Cougars in his zone. Field works to the left side with a left-hand dribble, looking inside. Field with a skip pass right corner to Freeman. Freeman now gets the ball back out to Roberts. They feed down low to Neal, to Roberts for 3. It's no good. Rebound wrestled for. Jason Wright clears the board for Columbia. Here come the Cougars with a 2-point lead and the ball with 12:40 to go in the game. This has been a good contest. Into the front court, Kenny Moore. Moore works to the left. On the left wing, Drew Grisella, left corner, three-pointer. No good. Rebound cleared down by Kumler. Kumler with the board. He gives the ball to Field in the right corner to Freeman. Freeman down low to Mulligan, and Mulligan was fouled along the baseline. Called for the personal is Jason Wright. It'll be his first, third team foul on Columbia in the second half. 12:20 to play in this contest. Jason Mulligan out of Highland, Indiana, is a 6'7" senior, and he now checks out of the lineup. And the inbounds pass triggered in by Field. Having trouble, finally gets it into the backcourt to Roberts. Andy Roberts from Decatur, Illinois, across the timeline to Field on the left wing. Field trying to hit that Cougar zone at the seam to Roberts, right corner Freeman. Freeman down low to Neal, turnaround jumper from 10, good. Drew Neal drained it. He's got 8. 43-43, we're tied for the 7th time in the game. And now, timeout call by Columbia as Jared Thompson was pinned along the near sideline. Cougars with a timeout. More Cougar basketball in a half a minute. I'm wondering if down the Royals Network we can get a feed to that thing, that press conference. And record it. You know, I never called Jay Miller this morning. I forgot. Can you call him for me before I get off the air? 43 all, 11:57 to play in the game. The basketball belongs to the Cougars. This has been back and forth throughout. Columbia led by 8 early in the game. Olivet Nazarene charged back into the contest, tied it at 23. They went up 26-25. Cougars then went up by 6. Olivet Nazarene pulled back to within 3 at the break, 34-31. We've been tied now at 34, 36, 39, and 43 here in the second half. Columbia's led by 2. They've trailed by 3 in the second half. 3-point lead for Olivet Nazarene has been their biggest in the game. Cougars are the 13th seed here at the national tournament. Olivet Nazarene not seeded but ranked 23rd in the final NAIA regular season poll. They have won 7 in a row, and they have won 15 out of 16. Inbounds pass comes into Ernie Swan for Columbia. Man-to-man defense by the Tigers. Pass goes to the left wing to Grisella. Grisella now out top Jason Wright to Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore with it. Down low Sam Tertirsky on the left block. Tertirsky tied up to Kenny Moore. He gets it out top to Jason Wright. Wright to Ernie Swan on the left wing. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Down to Tertirsky to Kenny Moore. Moore penetrates to the free throw line. Puts up the scoop shot. It's good. Kenny Moore with a finger roll. And the Cougars lead 45-43. Into the front court field. Right corner goes Roberts. Out top Freeman. Ball stolen. Picked out of there by Swan. Swan races the other way. His layup no good. Rebound fought for. Tertirsky's got it. Out to Grisella. Grisella to Kenny Moore driving baseline. To Tertirsky. To Grisella, top of the key. Boy, Drew just doesn't think about shooting as much as he used to. As the Cougars will reload, leading by 2, 45-43. Moore with it, top of the key. Gets a pick from Tertirsky, slides off to the left. Top of the key to Grisella. Right side now to Swan. Swan beyond the arc to Jason Wright. He penetrates. Running one-hander, no good, but a whistle and a foul. Jason Wright, who came off the bench in the McHenry game and played huge for the Cougars in the American Midwest Conference postseason tournament championship game, will go to the free throw line, and he will shoot a pair. Called for the foul is Zach Freeman. Freeman picks up his second personal. That's a 15 foul now on Nazarene. Jason Wright's free throw in flight, and it's good. Jason Wright with 3 points here in the game, and the Cougars have a 3-point lead, 46-43. Something tells me this is going to come down to the final possessions. The redshirt freshman from Forest City, Arkansas, with a deep knee band. Concentration, free throw. Good. He got them both. He's a good free throw shooter. He's got 4. He's shooting over 85% on the season. 47-43. Columbia with their biggest lead of the second half. They're up 4. Left side, the pass goes to Freeman. Top of the key to Field. Field now to McCulley. To Freeman in the corner. Freeman's pass deflected away by Tertirsky and picked out of there by Jason Wright. Another big defensive play, and the Cougars can pad a 4-point lead. Kenny Moore into the front court. Moore across the timeline. Drives to the rack. Scoop shot. No good. He missed it. He missed the shot. Rebound Olivet Nazarene into the front court. Field. Field with it on the left sideline to the right sideline to McCulley. McCulley down low to Kumler, and he lays it in, and it'll count, a whistle and a foul. Well, what a switch that was. From going up 6, from maybe going up by 1, a possible 3-point play, and a foul charged to Sam Tertirsky. It'll be his first 4th-team foul. Kumler to the line. Kumler with 11. And he'll try to complete the 3-point play and get his club within 1. Free throw on the way from Kumler is no good. Rebound fought for. Tertirsky clears it down for Columbia. That was a huge miss. Cougars by 2. Swan with it in the front court for Columbia. Swan with a right-hand dribble, top of the key. Cougars with a high post offense. Swan works to the right, has it on the right wing. Now gives the ball to Tertirsky out top. Kenny Moore down low to Jason Wright. Wright double team, gets it back out to Kenny Moore, now to Swan. Right side Grisella, down low Tertirsky on the right block. His shot blocked, and they call a jump ball. Alternating possession now will favor Columbia. Could have called the foul, but they called the jump ball. And Eric Kemmer now into the game for Drew Grisella. I think it's going to take a couple of threes to loosen up the middle from the guards of the Cougars. Kenny Moore to trigger in. Moore gets it into Swan on the left baseline. Ernie double team, kicks it out to Kenny Moore, right baseline. Jumper from 12, good. Kenny Moore with a big bucket. He's got 6, and the Cougars lead 49-45. 4-point Columbia lead, 9:35 to go in the game. Field with the top of the key, Freeman. Freeman feeds it down low and threw it away. He expected Neal to make a cut to the hole, and Neal stayed stationary. Can you say that? Neal stayed put, and turnover, Mid-America, or Olivet Nazarene. Into the front court, Moore. Moore to Tertirsky. Right side it goes to Eric Hemmer. To Tertirsky, top of the key to Eric Hemmer. Hemmer with it on the right wing. Bounce pass to Kenny Moore. That was a scary situation. Moore kicks it out to Swan. That pass was intended for Tatirski. Moore with it on the far sideline. Top of the key, Tatirski. 10 seconds on the shot clock. To Kenny Moore on the left wing. His shot deflected and stolen. Loose with the ball. Here's Kumler. He lays it up and in. Turnover leads to a bucket. Kumler's got 13, and it's a 2-point game. 49-47. Costly turnover by Columbia, the 13th in the game. 9 minutes to play. Into the front court. Kenny Moore. Moore across the timeline to Tatirski. Left side to Swan in front of Coach Bircher. Swan picks up his dribble. Swan gives the ball to Eric Hemmer, and Hemmer's got to call a timeout as he got knocked off balance and went to his knees. And the Cougars will spend a timeout. Columbia will spend a 20. 8:48 to play. 49-47. More Cougar basketball in a half a minute. You know, we get real nonchalant in our offense, running it, and they anticipate our passes.
They've game planned this for sure.
Well, and we nonchalant. We know the guy's coming up top and don't even look. Just
We can't have Sam, Jason, and Kenny.
49-47, Cougars by 2. First round action of the national tournament here at Tulsa, Oklahoma. 49-47 with 8:48 to play. Cougars have led by 8 early in the game. It's kind of been a 3-4 point game throughout most. We've been tied 7 times. And both teams have had leads here in the second half. Ernie Swan with it in the backcourt across the timeline. Swan bounces it off to the left side to Lawrence Thomas to Jared Thompson on the far sideline. 9 seconds on the shot clock to Swan. Derek Hemmer with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Hemmer top of the key to Jared Thompson. Thompson's got to put one up, and there's a shot clock violation.